Alright, Ninja Gaiden 4, bro. Um, it's like 6:30 in the morning. It's 6:30 in the morning my time, so I'm gonna just get this out of the way. I know I said I wasn't gonna make any videos, but I saw some stuff that I liked and I saw some stuff that I didn't like, so I just wanted to show it. Basically, they're showing a video on difficulty
Hi,
settings of
this
Master
is Joe
Ninja.
from Team Ninja, and today I'm excited to bring you a first look at some of the challenges and difficulty options that await you in Ninja Gaiden 4 when it releases October 21st. This new mainline entry in the legendary Ninja Action franchise, developed by and in collaboration with Platinum Games, elevates Ninja Gaiden's signature high-octane combat to new heights, with a wide array of new offensive and defensive techniques. Ninja Gaiden's distinct difficulty design, which introduces varied enemy placement and increasingly aggressive enemy AI across higher difficulty levels, stays true to Ninja Gaiden tradition. That being said, the path to becoming a master ninja is not a destination, but a journey, which is why we have introduced difficulty options and assists to help new players familiarize themselves with the way of the ninja. One such difficulty option is Hero Mode, which will enable auto guard, auto dodge, and other useful assists, allowing you to acclimate yourself to the general flow of combat without the pressure of imminent annihilation. In Hero Mode, these assists can be toggled on and off at any time during the game. Hero Mode is a perfect mode for players who want to focus on the story of Yakumo's ascent to the ranks of Master Ninja, as he sets out to kill the Dark Dragon and clashes with the legendary Super Ninja Ryu Hayabusa. Rest assured that if you start your journey on Hero Mode, but midway start craving more bite in your combat, you will be able to change the difficulty to normal or hard at any time during the story.
So these enemies couldn't do nothing about that attack? Like he just stood on his pole, his sword, and they just stood there. They had to just eat that.
Speaking of progression, Ninja Gaiden 4 introduces a standalone training mode, a series first, that can be accessed at any time from the menu. Here you can brush up on your attack strings, defensive maneuvers, and other combat skills, so you can effortlessly dish them out on the battlefield.
The Platinum signature. We know.
Action game enthusiasts with aspirations of completing Master Ninja difficulty will have their skills pushed to their limits. Master Ninja cannot be switched to mid-game, and the badge of honor for completing this difficulty will be reserved for those who have truly honed their skills. On Master Ninja difficulty, enemies won't wait their turn. And if you hope to stand a chance, on Master Ninja difficulty, enemies will...
Okay, he actually was invisible there. He just didn't press the button.
hone their skills.
Because if you watch closely, he dodges right here, and he perfect parries right here. If he had pressed the button, he's invisible. Okay, there's no way the game is gonna allow the enemy to grab you while you're doing a counter iframe attack. Like that's just not real. But he parried the attack and he didn't do anything, so he got grabbed. Look, he didn't do anything.
Won't wait their turn.
He got grabbed.
And if you hope to stand a chance, you'll have to dig deep into your tool set, maintain keen situational awareness, and react to enemies with deadly precision. Here's
like that. That's what you're supposed to do.
Ninja gameplay to get a taste of what Ninja Gaiden 4 looks like at high level play.
Now, here's what I didn't like, right? Because it's gonna show some stuff. Like, just watch closely. So there's a few things I didn't like here. I'm just coming off just the fact that obviously I'm a veteran of this game. I played the game, so I understand how the game is supposed to be, give or take. You know, the game can change up things, but there's a difference between like making something difficult and making something cheap. And there's a lot of cheap stuff that I've seen here. And then there's also cheap stuff from the player as well that you can do that it just looked like the enemies can't do anything about. So right, he starts off, he does his Blood Raven move, he uses half his meter, it knocks all the enemies away, right? Now, in one combo, he already got like at least half of what he used back. Right, so he got it back. Now this move right here, this is what I was talking about earlier when it showed it against the other enemies. It just seemed like the enemies can't do anything about that. Like that's very odd. Like, I'm gonna say, give you a move that's good like that, but like the enemies should be able to interrupt that. Like it just seemed like Yakumo just stands on the pole and like they just stand there and they're just like, oh well, I don't really know what to do here, right? And then they all just get hit for free, right? Now this part caught me off guard because I couldn't tell what enemy like attacked here. Like I saw the guy flip back, and then like he jumped forward, and then he like blocks. He like perfect blocks, right? But the enemy did like some sort of like Psycho Crusher looking move, like where he just lunges his body towards you. He blocked that attack. And I assume that he didn't have perfect parry here, or maybe you don't get a perfect counter in the air or something like that, because he clearly perfect blocks it. It doesn't take any damage or chip or anything like that. He perfect blocks it, but then it like sits him down back on the ground, like as if he couldn't move after that. I also didn't like that the person playing, like, I know they just showcasing, like, just to give you a familiar taste of it, but it just looked like the person playing was just like, all right, let me just do Azuna drops, and then I'm gonna just do like UTs after it, and there wasn't really a variety of like a lot of things. It was just like, hey, I'm gonna just Azuna drop this guy, Blood Raven knock him away or whatever, and then I'm gonna run away and then wait for the essence, get the essence, and then UT, right? So UC's here. It's not this one. It's the next UT that he does. Right, boom. Now watch this. Oh, not that part. Yeah, I thought it was that part. It's not that part yet. I guess he knew that they was gonna spawn here, because that was a little weird. I also found it weird that the enemy is right next to you, but the first thing the enemy does, even before Yakumo releases his attack, the first thing the enemy does is dodge. Right? Now watch this, right? Look at this enemy on the left here. He knocks him down. Yakumo switches to sword, right? Look at the enemy is rolling on the floor. They cannot recover. They are in hit stun. They are down. They can't do anything, right? But then as soon as he goes for this flying swallow, all of a sudden the enemy's just magically standing again and can just block him. Like, it's like, bro, like, so I'm, as the player, I'm being like, I'm offensive. I'm being like oppressive to the enemy, right? I'm trying to, how can I say? I'm trying to like follow up with my combo to where, like, hey, I just did a UT, you're on the floor, I'm gonna follow up with a flying swallow before you get up off the floor to try and do like some more damage. But then because I did that, like all of a sudden it just negates my attack like completely. That's kind of dumb, because then at the same time, if you just stood there and didn't do anything, you could have just like, you could have charged a UT for free, because the enemy is not going to be able to get up in time. They're just going to roll and slowly get up with their regular get up animation. But because you didn't attack, he just automatically could just get up and block. That's just cheese to me. Like, that's just stupid. That just looks dumb to me. I don't want to sound like I'm hating on it, but that's just dumb. Like you knock somebody down, they can't. You shouldn't be able to do. You have no defensive options, bro. You're knocked down on the floor. That's how it works in every game. I did like that move. I like that move. That sword throw right here. It's like, I guess like a charge throw weapon. I like that it forces them to at least do something defensively. Like a guard broke them right here so that he could follow up and do something else, which was actually crazy because you see that guard broke, right? I didn't like though that they just broke guard, right? But why is it, even on Master Ninja, why is it that he only was able to do one follow-up attack? Like he literally did one hit and then the next hit it's back to defense again. Like, but I just broke your guard. Like I should be able to get like at least like a combo off of that. You know what I'm saying? He had to like make him block. Now you did another move. He blocked again. You did some sort of I think he did a blood raven here. Yeah, I think he used meter. Let me see that again. Right? He attacked. See, and then he did the blood raven to unblock him again, but then do the combo. And he was still kind of blocking in the air, right? And I'm gonna get to the third thing that I didn't like in a second. But that's just odd. Like if you use meter, the meter is not infinite. So you're using meter, you unblock them. You should get like a full reward off of that. Like for you to get just one hit, like attack, you got two. And then as soon as he got into the air, like the enemy's blocking again. Like, bro, like when do I get to hit you? You feel what I'm saying? Like it's like, bro, I guard broke you. You get to block. I get a hit and then you get to block. I did my special attack. It guard broke you. I get a hit and then you get to block. Like how many times do you get to block? Like I knocked you down and you still got to block again. Like when it's my turn, you know what I'm saying? That's my problem. And then the third problem here, let me just let it finish first before I get to that. I like the way the combat is, like the combat, the movement and everything. Oh, that's another thing. All right, we got to run that back right here. So you did a Zuna drop, right? And I don't know why the screen was glowing red. I guess just because he had low health. But he did a Zuna drop, and like not even like 2 frames after he did it, I'm assuming, I don't know if you're invisible or not, or it's because he pressed the block button that he was able to block here. But if you're able to get shot, like you do a Zuna drop and like you coming down off the animation, you're able to get shot. That's a little insane. But he was able to counter him and do his move, right? And then that's the end. Now go back. This is what I didn't like. This is what I really didn't like. And I still have not found a way around this, right? He's fighting this enemy. There's a guy in the background with a gun, right? He's fighting this enemy. He's doing these attacks. And there's nothing he can do about taking damage from these bullets. Look at the damage. Just on Master Ninja, obviously. Like, one bullet is that much damage, right? Now, normally, when you get shot in Ninja Gaiden, like, you get shot, like, 5 times, at least in, like, one instance of them shooting at you. So it's going to take a lot of damage, right? So he's doing this combo, and he's getting shot, but the game doesn't, like, the game doesn't make you recognize that you're getting hit. There's no indication of like Yakumo doesn't flinch or anything. It just does the Bayonetta effect. It's literally from Bayonetta, by the way, if you didn't know that. When Bayonetta is at low health, like when it's like that, it does that effect. It has that little blood splat on the screen so that you know like the next attack can kill you. You know what I'm saying? But my problem is, it's not that. My problem is there's no way, like, if, for example, if I'm fighting this enemy here and the guy in the background is just shooting at me, the game is not going to knock me down because I got shot. Like, I'm still doing my combo as normal. My health is just draining, but I don't get to see that or defend from that in that instance. It's just hey, I'm doing this combo, the game is treating it as if I have super armor to bullets, and then my health is just draining, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can't do anything about that, bro. That's my issue with that, and I still haven't figured that out. I have no idea what to do. With Hayabusa, I assume like you could just roll into the thing and you could use Nimpo, take out like the gun enemy or whatever, because usually the gun enemies have low health. But your Kumo here, and the game kind of wants you to use these meter attacks to get past everything. But these bullets, it just seemed like the bullets are stronger than like the enemies themselves. Like anybody with a gun could just obliterate your health, rather than the enemy actually like beating you with like their combo or with like some sort of skillful tactic that they use. Like these guys are blocking and like, you know, they got like regular sword slashes, they could dodge you, they could slice you and stuff, but the guy with the bullets in the background is the most dangerous enemy. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy, bro. Like when you play like Ninja Gaiden 2 Mentor, right? Not Master Ninja, Mentor difficulty, the guys in the background that have rockets, like it makes sense. They have rockets, like if you get hit by a rocket, it's gonna knock you down, it's gonna knock you away. You know that you got hit by the rocket. Whereas here is just like, well, I got shot with the bullet, but like my character didn't flinch or anything, so I don't know that I got shot with the bullet until I actually look at my health and I see there's red health there. That's my issue. Like that's the only thing I had gripe with just watching this, and I know I'm reiterating it, but it's just like that, and the fact that this guy right here literally couldn't move and was able to block here. Like that's just madness to me. Like that's I hate cheap things. if you don't know already, I hate cheap things in video games, man. I like when the difficulty is made to be difficult just because it's designed to be difficult. The enemies is hard because it's designed to be hard, right? They counter you, they block you, they do things that like it feels like hey, like another player is controlling this enemy, you know what I mean? You don't have to add the cheap iframe dodges, the enemy tracking, the instant blocks like that. You don't have to do that to make a game difficult, man. That's all I would like, for the difficulty of Ninja Gaiden to be back the way it was, where it's just hard because it's hard, bro. Not because it's cheap. That deters people. It's like what you can do now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What you can do now is do what he did at the beginning of the fight. You can do this, right? This pole vault move. You could just do that and they can't do nothing. There's no gun enemy on the screen at this point, so I guess they actually couldn't do anything. It's also a Blood Raven move, so you can't you're invincible when you do that, so they can't really do anything about that. At least I think it's a Blood Raven move, right? Yeah, it definitely is. You do this Blood Raven attack and then it's just free, you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, you got some cheap stuff too, but the balance overall is what needs to be done better, in my opinion. I'm of course still looking forward to playing this game, man. I will say, I'm gonna be honest, not as much as I thought I would be. I want to play it. I do want to play it, but it's like, I hope it delivers more. That's it. I just really do. Like, it's not bad. It doesn't look bad at all. It's just these small things. Like, I don't feel like it's a challenge to play Master Ninja. I feel like it's a chore to play Master Ninja. But yeah, that's Ninja Gaiden 4, man. And of course, there's no demo. There's just more gameplay. That's just what it is. But hey, that's Team Ninja. Meanwhile, Neo is getting all the demos and builds and all that, and the world is coming out in February, by the way, that's insane to me. But I don't want to rant about Neo. It's not about Neo. But Ninja Gaiden 4, tell me what y'all think. Especially, I want to hear from the guys who play Master Ninja to really play Master Ninja. Y'all know, like, y'all play Master Ninja because you know why you play Master Ninja, not just because it feeds your ego. Like, I mean, like, y'all play this because it's a challenge. I want to hear from y'all. Let me know what's up.